Hello, everyone, and welcome. We discuss Harbor Freight Predator generators on my channel quite a bit. So, as a result, some of my viewers challenged me to see if I could find a comparable generator from a different manufacturer, but at a better price. Well, that is a tall order to fill, but I believe I was able to meet that challenge, so challenge accepted. So today, we'll be looking at a compact, lightweight inverter generator that has the same, if not more power, than some of the Harbor Freight generators, but sells for a cheaper price and has a longer warranty. If that sounds interesting to you, then stick around as we unbox and test this puppy. All right, guys, here we have the inverter generator. I just opened it up. This is my first time looking at it, just like it is for you guys. Now, I did take a quick look around just so I can point out a few things for you. So let me tell you a little bit about it. Let me give you a quick tour, and let's go into some details. First of all, when you unbox this guy, you get these three different things. This is your spark plug removal tool, your owner's manual that tells you everything about the unit, how to take care of it, set it up, all that stuff. I really suggest you read through it because it tells you all the precautions and startup procedure and all that stuff. So read through it carefully. And you get a funnel for putting in the oil. It does not come with oil or gasoline. It's not in it. It doesn't bring it in any capacity. So you have to have your own and you have to put it in. So be very careful with that or you'll burn this guy up. Now let's move this stuff out of the way here. And on top here, first of all, we have the fuel tank, and it is a metal tank. Very nice quality, not a plastic one, not a cheapy plastic. It is 2.5 gallons that'll fit into this guy. And the gas cap is a nice metal gas cap, not a plastic one either. Very nice quality, good seal on there. That's one of the things I've noticed, that everything on here seems to be fairly metallized. Everything is metal, not much plastics going on. You have a fuel gauge right there, also metal, very durable, very nice indeed. Now let's move to the side here. There you have your recoil for starting the engine. There you have your fuel shutoff right there, and it tells you how to use it right there, on, off, etc. Here you have your air cleaner, and you got to maintain that every so often so you have good clean air going into the motor, give you longer durability. Let's move over to the side here. Over here we have the control panel where you plug in all your equipment and stuff like that, and we'll look at that more in just a little bit. And on this side over here we have the motor. That's where you put in your oil. I already checked it. It does not have any oil. You have to put oil in it. And it does tell you that in the manual, in case you don't want to listen to me. It does tell you that in the manual. That's why I said, read it carefully. Let's go over here to the other side. And some nice features that I found over here. That is where your overhead valve is right there. Very easy access, nothing blocking it. That way you can maintain and adjust these in the future when you need to do so. Your spark plug is right there, very easy to get to. And your carburetor is right there, also very easy for maintenance. And it is a metal carburetor, which is rare to see in these days when they've all gone plastic. So that's very nice right there. And you have a drain plug right there to empty it out if you're not going to use it for several months at a time. So very nice unit right there. And your exhaust is right here as well. So be sure to keep that clear so you don't burn up anything. There we have it. That is the unit right there. Let's talk a little bit more about some of the specs on this guy. All right, guys, so let me give you a little bit of the specs on this guy so we can move on from there. Now, first of all, let me say that Harbor Freight does not sell a 4,400 watt inverter generator. So I'm not able to do an apples to apples comparison, but they do sell a 4,375 watt Predator generator that sells for $479.99. And they also sell a 4550 Predator generator that sells for $699.99. And they both have 90 days warranty. So this guy falls right in the middle of those two guys right there as far as power capability goes. So now let's look and see what I got here and see how that beats Harbor Freight. So this little guy is a 4,400 watt inverter generator from PowerSmart, and it's available on their website, link in description below. At the time of making this video, this little guy retails for $369.99, which is a bargain when you compare it to the Harbor Freight counterparts. And that price includes tax and shipping, so you don't even have to worry about that. The price you see is the price you pay. This guy comes with a 2-year warranty, which is much longer than Harbor Freight. And the dimensions on this guy are 21 inches by 21 inches by 14 inches. And they say on their website that the unit weighs 78 pounds, but I don't believe it because I just lifted it out of the box, and without any gasoline or oil in it, it only appears to me to weigh around 50 pounds or somewhere around there. So it's not very heavy. The unit itself is not very heavy at all. It doesn't have any wheels on it, but you can always put some wheels on it if you want to. If you're creative, I'm sure you can manage how to do that. Now, this guy has 4,400 watts of peak output and 3,500 watts of running power. And I'm doing the comparison with the Harbor Freight also based on their peak output as well. Now, if this little guy doesn't put out enough power for you, it does have a parallel system where you can hook up 2 generators together for greater power output. And I'll show you that on the front of the control panel in just a moment. Now, this guy is powered up by a 224cc 4-stroke overhead valve gas motor. And it's a very energy efficient motor that can run up to 16 hours continuously on 1 tank of gas. And as I mentioned previously, it has a steel gas tank that holds up to 2.5 gallons of gas. So 16 hours on 2 gallons, that is very energy efficient right there. This little guy has a very quiet motor that only generates about 68 decibels on its max power. So when it's maxed out, putting out maximum power, it's only 68 decibels. So when it's not maxed out, it's got to be very, very quiet. And we'll take a look at that in just a moment. This unit has a digital display that tells you voltage, frequency, session runtime, and total runtime. And you got to keep an eye on that total runtime. That way you know when to do maintenance on the unit. This unit has one 120 volt 30 amp RV outlet, 2 120 volt 20 amp household outlets, and 2 5 volt USB outlets with less than 3% THD or total harmonic distortion. So this unit is great for camping, hunting, tailgating, emergencies, power outages, and as a source of power when you have projects and no power is available. So after looking at all the specifications, I think this unit is a better purchase than the Harbor Freight Predator generators because it's smaller, lighter, lower price, and a longer warranty. So let me put some oil and gas in this guy and then we'll power it up and see how it runs. All right, so let's fill this guy up with oil before we get started. Put a rag under there to make sure I don't make a mess or spill anything. And as you can see, there's no oil on there. A little residue at the bottom, probably from when they filled it and tested it and drained it out again. And you're supposed to fill it up to the top right here where the H is on there. So let's take care of filling this guy up. Put a little funnel in here. And on the owner's manual, it says to use 10W30 motor oil. Most of these little motors generally like 30 weight, straight 30 weight. But that's what they recommend in the manual, so that's what I'm going to do. And got to do it slowly because you got to go bit by bit and fill it up. So let's just do this. And since it's totally empty, there's nothing in there, so it's going to take a little bit of time. Got to fill it all the way up to there to where it kind of spills out. That's pretty much where the H is to that point. Yeah, let's check and see. I believe we're all filled up there. Let me check that. And I knew it would spill out. That's why I put that there. And to check the oil on this, you're supposed to just put it on there, rest it on there, and then check it. And there you are. We are at the top, so we're fine there. So that's fine. You don't thread it in until you're done. So there we go. We're filled up with oil. Let's put some gas in it now. All right, there we go. That should be enough for now. I'm not going to fill it to capacity because I'm not going to be using this for hours on end. So let's test this guy out. All All right, guys, so we have this guy all set up and ready to go. I'm going to crank it over in a moment, but before I do that, I realize you won't be able to hear me when the motor is running. And one question that I know a lot of you are going to ask me, so let me answer that right now. Can this power up several things throughout your house during a power outage, like a refrigerator, air conditioner, things like that? And the answer is yes. This guy has enough power to keep going a refrigerator, a freezer, portable air conditioner, fans, all sorts of things like that, so you can be more comfortable. And if you need any kind of medical equipment and so forth during a power outage, you can keep all that stuff going with this little guy right here. So I'm only going to plug in a few little things to it, like some power tools, a light and so forth, just to prove the point. But in the manual, it does say you can power things up like a refrigerator and so forth. So there you go. So I'm not obviously going to bring a refrigerator in here and power it up using this guy, but you get the point of it. So let me get this guy started up. And we click the on switch right there. I have it already set to choke, and let's crank it over. Started up very, very quickly. You can see the control right there. And there you have it, guys. This little guy started up super easy without any trouble whatsoever. Gave it a little bit of choke, and it was running in just one crank. So that's very good performance right there. Secondly, you saw how it powered up a 100-watt bulb that I have in that lamp right there, and a power drill. And you notice that you didn't hear any sound difference in the motor. Most of the time when these are really struggling, you'll hear the sound of the motor bogging down, like it really has to work really hard. So these two items right there, it had no difficulty taking care of them. And you see right there, you have that big plug right there. That's for an RV. So that tells you this guy can power up an RV from this guy alone. So that's why I said previously, a refrigerator and stuff like that is no trouble whatsoever. So there you go, guys. If you were looking for an alternative to a Predator generator from Harbor Freight, I think PowerSmart makes some very good equipment right there. I don't see any real plastic parts except the front of the face right there for the control panel. Everything in the motor, the frame, the parts of the generator, everything there is metal, which is very good quality and will be very durable over time. The size and the price are both very compact and affordable, and it has a much longer warranty than Harbor Freight, so that makes it very attractive right there. And it's very compact. You can put this in an RV or take it with you anywhere you want to go because it is very lightweight. Like I said, to me, it feels like 50 pounds or less. It was not a struggle getting it out of the box. So if you're looking for something as an alternative to Harbor Freight, Home Depot, Lowe's, any of those places, and you want something you can get easily shipped to your house, I would say take a look at the PowerSmart and see if it's something that you find appealing. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye for now.